Namaste. In Pranavam Talks, today we will learn some basic pranayamas, basic breathing exercises in yoga. So, before getting into that, I would like you to learn how to do a Nasika Mudra. So, this is the way to do your Nasika Mudra. That means you need to bend your index finger as well as your middle finger and stretch your little finger as well as your ring finger and your thumb. And you need to close your nostrils. Both your nostrils you need to close. And so first, I hope you understood how to do a Nasika Mudra, because this is a very basic. Just fold your middle finger as well as your index finger. Middle finger and index finger matram madakkuka. ബാക്കിയുള്ള വിരലുകൾ ചെറുവിരലും മോതിരവിരലും തള്ളവിരലും ഒക്കെ സ്ട്രെച്ച് ചെയ്യുക. അവ കൊണ്ട് മൂക്കിനെ നമുക്കൊന്ന് പൊത്തിപ്പിടിക്കാം. With the thumb, you are closing your right nostril, and with the little finger as well as the ring finger, you are closing your left nostril. Today, we are going to learn the cooling pranayama or Chandranuloma Pranayama. So that you need to breathe in through your left nostril, close the nostril, count in your mind from 1 to 3, 1, 2, 3, and then breathe out through the same nostril, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you may take in for a count of 1 to 6, hold it for a count of 1 to 4 or 1 to 6, and then release for a count of 1 to 6. So it is 1:1:1 in the initial class. So let's do it. You can do it along with me. Close your nostril using Nasika Mudra. You need to bend your index finger as well as your middle finger, and then close both your nostrils. Then lift your little finger as well as your ring finger, and we are breathing in through the nostril, through the left nostril. Retain the breath and breathe out through the left nostril. Let's do it for 10 rounds. Breathe in, retain, breathe out. Again, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, this you can practice for 10 to 15 counts. Now let me tell you the benefits of this pranayama. Cooling pranayama or Chandranuloma is aimed at reducing your hypertension. What is hyper refers to increased. Hypertension is body's increased blood pressure. Hyperthyroidism, increased activities of your hormones can be reduced. And if you're suffering from migraine, cluster headache, a fever, every time you can do this cooling pranayama. And there are a few contraindications. If you are having a running nose, if you are severely asthmatic, if you're having any respiratory diseases, then I suggest you not to do this pranayama unless otherwise you're not doing under the guidance of a yoga doctor or a yoga therapist. So it's always better to avoid it if you are suffering from respiratory disorders. And shall we go to the next pranayama? Sit straight and then adopt Nasika Mudra. Close your nostril, breathe in through your left nostril, retain, breathe out through your right nostril. So this is a cross breathing. This is also having almost similar indications, similar benefits as well as similar contraindications. So here also, those who are suffering from sinusitis, those who are suffering from asthma, bronchitis, So all those respiratory disorders along with common cold, running cold, for these conditions, it's better not to do this pranayama, because this will further reduce the body temperature, the inside body temperature, and it tries to reduce the rhythm at which your metabolism is running. So cooling pranayama is not that advisable during this condition. So let's see how to do this cross breathing or Chandranuloma viloma. Hands in Nasika Mudra, close both your nostrils, breathing through your left nostril, retain and breathe out through your right nostril. Let's do it. നിങ്ങൾ ഒപ്പം ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോ അല്ലേ? കണ്ട് പഠിക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്ന ഒരു കാര്യമല്ല യോഗ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ. ജിമ്മില് നിങ്ങൾ ഫോളോ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഫ്ലോർ എക്സസൈസും ഇതൊക്കെ വളരെ ഈസി ആയിട്ട് നമുക്ക് ഒരു പക്ഷെ കണ്ടു പഠിക്കാൻ പറ്റുമായിരിക്കും. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ വീട്ടിൽ ചെയ്യുന്ന ചെറിയ ചെറിയ എക്സസൈസസും സ്ട്രെച്ചസും ഒക്കെ ഒരു പക്ഷെ വലിയ പ്രോപ്പർ ഗൈഡൻസോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു റിതമോ ഒന്നും ഇല്ലാതെ നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമായിരിക്കും. ബട്ട് ഐ ഓൾവേസ് സജസ്റ്റ് എക്സസൈസസ് should be done in a rhythm. You should make a pattern for yourself and then you should do it. But നമ്മൾ ഈ നോസ്ട്രിൽ കൂടെ ബ്രീത്ത് ഇൻ ചെയ്തിട്ടാണ് ഈ നോസ്ട്രിൽ കൂടെ ബ്രീത്ത് ഔട്ട് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. സോ ഇന്ന് നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ തുടങ്ങിയിട്ടേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഐ എം ഗോയിങ് ടു ടേക്ക് യു ത്രൂ എ ഫ്യൂ ക്ലാസ്സസ് സോ ദറ്റ് യു ലേൺ ദ ബേസിക്സ് ഓഫ് യോഗ. അപ്പം ഇനീഷ്യൽ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഐ എം ടെല്ലിങ് യു ടു ഡു ഇറ്റ് ഓൺ എ കൗണ്ട് ഓഫ് 6. 1 to 6 count for breathing in, 1 to 6 count for retention, and 1 to 6 count for expiration. So, ivideyaanu ee 1:1:1 count. This might change as classes advance. So, initially, it will be always better than the visual learning. If you are able to do it along with me, that's really good. So, now we have completed the breathing in through your left nostril, retain and breathing out through the left nostril, Chandranuloma Pranayama, and then the cross breathing, breathing in through your left nostril, retain and breathing out through your right nostril, the cross breathing. The indications and contraindications of these both cooling pranayamas are almost the same. And now, who can do a heating pranayama? People who are suffering from diabetes, hypothyroidism, hypotension, cold, running nose, sinusitis, they all can do a heating pranayama. This increases your metabolism, this increases your digestion, this if you have planned to reduce weight, so a bigger number of this pranayama is always helpful. So shall we do it? Yes, sit straight. And then hands in Jnana Mudra. Then in one hand you can adopt the Nasika Mudra, the other hand in Jnana Mudra, and then close your nostril. Breathe in through your right nostril. Retain. Breathe out through your right nostril. This is Suryanuloma Pranayama. Let's do it. And I could cheyyunnundallo alle. Valate nostril kude ശ്വാസം എടുത്ത് അത് റീറ്റെയിൻ ചെയ്തിട്ട് വലത്തെ നോസ്ട്രിൽ കൂടെ തന്നെ ശ്വാസം വിടുന്നു. Breathe in through your right nostril. Retain. Breathe out through your right nostril. Here also we are following up 1:1:1 count. Breathe in. Retain. Breathe out. Breathe in, retain, breathe out. So a count of 10 to 15 or 15 to 20. And then after doing this Suryanuloma, let me introduce Suryanuloma viloma. How do we do that? We need to breathe in through your right nostril. Then we can retain the breath and breathe out through the left nostril. Exactly the same. So this is the way we do the cross breathing or Suryanuloma viloma. So let's practice that. Breathe in through your right nostril. Retain and breathe out through your left nostril. Alright? Then again we are closing both the nostrils. Breathing through your right nostril. Retain and breathe out through your left nostril. Let's do it again. Breathe in through your right nostril. Retain and breathe out through your left nostril. So people who are having diabetes, people who are suffering from hypothyroidism, can all practice this pranayama no matter what time of the day, but anyway pranayamas are best practiced during the morning as well as evening. Alright. So these are the indications and contraindications of people who are suffering from fever, people who are suffering from hypothyroidism, people who are suffering from hypertension may not do this pranayama. Alright? And now if you are still having confusion, because this is not a one-to-one, face-to-face class, which we usually do. So what I would suggest is, if you're having any confusion, let me teach you a Nadisudhi Pranayama which can be practiced any time of the day, which can be practiced by a diabetes patient, which can be practiced by the same person has got hypothyroidism or the same person has got hypertension. So regardless of the disease condition, a person can practice this. So that is Nadisudhi Pranayama. So again, Nasika Mudra, close both the nostrils, breathe in through your left nostril. The other hand should be kept in Jnana Mudra, okay? So breathe in through your left nostril, retain, breathe out through your right nostril, breathe in through your right nostril, retain and breathe out through your left nostril. So that makes one cycle. Breathe in through, what we need to do is, we need to start the cycle with left nostril. ഇടത്തെ നോസ്ട്രിൽ നിന്നാണ് ഇത് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തത്. ശ്വാസം ഉള്ളിലേക്ക് എടുക്കുന്നു, റീറ്റെയിൻ, രണ്ട് മൂക്കും അടച്ചു പിടിച്ച് റീറ്റെയിൻ ചെയ്യുന്നു, വലത്തെ നോസ്ട്രിൽ കൂടെ ശ്വാസം വിടുന്നു, വലത്തെ നോസ്ട്രിൽ കൂടെ ശ്വാസം എടുക്കുന്നു, റീറ്റെയിൻ ചെയ്യുന്നു, ഇടത്തെ നോസ്ട്രിൽ കൂടെ we are breathing out. So this is a cycle. Breathe in through your left, retain, breathe out through your right, breathe in through your right, retain and breathe out through your left. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.